Hello everyone, this is Phoxniix here, back with another Halo 5 gameplay for you guys today. This time today guys, bringing you some nice BTB action for my Road to Champion. This is actually one of my champion games played, and it's against my good friend Lambossity. If you guys will know, if you've been watching Phoxniix vids for a while, Lambossity is one of those matchmaking rivals that I have. And playing him in a decent team, comprised of, he's got HHexic on there, who was a champion also in BTB. Lambossity was also a champion in BTB when I played this game with him. IncadescentDan was another champion on their team. Chief was a pretty good player as well on their team. Slimitation and Casual Question. I'm on the mix for Team Phoxniix. We have Jamie, Adam, Sunny, my bestie, Gamble, my bestie, Rubik, SWARFER, and Phoxniix Jr., who is called Phoxniix. So that's a pretty sick team as well to be taking on one of my matchmaking rivals on. From my point of view guys, it's not the best game. I was actually holding the flag for like 5 minutes straight actually in the beginning, because what happens is we're on a flag standoff and neither team can cap because one of them has to return. So for the first the first sort of 7 minutes I was barely even playing. I didn't even have I don't think I had like one kill or something, so I didn't really get warmed up until I eventually capped the flag and then started to go to work. But it was actually a really nice flag standoff to actually show how to sort of deal with that problem. And my son Phoxniix Jr. was able to rectify the problem and get the return, and he makes a really nice use of camo. So I'll switch to his point of view when I actually end up holding the flag. It was at least 5 minutes, and I was just saying to him, "Come on, I want a piece of Lambossity, get me back in the field." So but no, in all seriousness, Lambossity is a good player. I'm always excited to play him. It's an exciting matchup. So he is a good player, and it was exciting to get this game. Also nice to bring out one of my first installments of BTB action. There'll definitely be more of this stuff coming, guys. I've got a lot more on the way. Also to say, my Warzone sweaty games will also be out soon as well, and more arena stuff that I've done as well will definitely be coming out. So here we go guys, I've got the first flag for our team, but they've also pulled out our flag, and I'm saying to my team, they've got to stop that. It's going past sort of the railgun side of our maps on the right hand side, so sort of where their camo is now is where they've got that flag. So both teams have got a flag to their side, so both either one of the teams now is going to have to kill their carrier on the opposing side and return it and then cap that flag. So that's quite an important moment at this time. And it's important to remain aggressive at this stage, but also don't leave your flag carrier too vulnerable. Luckily for our team, they gave it to a skilled player, right? But they did give it to me, so it's going to be hard to kill me at the base. So they're going to need a few people to break in there anyway. They'll have to get behind enemy lines and obviously try and return that flag. So that's going to be a tough job for either team. So definitely camo is going to be important on this, guys. As you know, camo spawns on this. So I should start talking about strats, seeing as I was a champion for this playlist. So camo is definitely something you're going to want to use, and I believe it comes up on odd numbers, and for it comes up every 2 minutes or so. So you definitely want to grab that, make use of that. Similarly for power weapons, they come up at a frequent time. You got rockets on the left hand side. You have railgun. You don't really need to learn timers for them, because they're called in for you anyway. So that's the main thing, and Spartan laser in the middle, which I would not advise really going for Spartan unless you're like a gamble type. I wouldn't advise going for Spartan laser unless you can really put on work on players. It's useful for vehicles. And by the way guys, in case you hadn't noticed, when I was put back to the flag, I switched to Phoxniix's point of view, so you're actually watching Phoxniix play right now, in case none of you noticed that. So you are watching Phoxniix Jr. in work. Nice play from Phoxniix. Obviously I think at the time he was saying to me that I want to make sure you're okay at the base, and kind of being an overwatch really, but someone needs to go big with that camo. I think that my other teammates at this time were trying to put the pressure with the slaying department, trying to get past enemy lines as well. But definitely what it's going to boil down to is a good camo use. Obviously as well that the enemy team will have camo spawning on their side as well, so we have to watch for pushes from there. Nice attempt from Phoenix to try to go for this gun goose kill. Unfortunately for him, it just doesn't pay out, and there's too many people looking at him. a bit of a costly breach into the base here, possibly could get inside. Luckily my other teammates were sort of able to, you know, stop anything from happening. But you know, Phoxniix is just sort of, I remember him at the time calling out to me saying, yeah, you're all good down there, and I was like, yeah, I'm good, so don't worry, just, you know, I want to get back in the action soon, I'm getting bored. But as you see a couple of times, like my other teammates that were playing this matchup as well, like some of my best friends, they were also getting, you know, sightings on the flag guy, and as you saw, the flag did sort of appear for a minute there, and then, like, you know, like nothing kind of happened. But it's a very intense start to this game with Lambossity. Obviously, you know, Lambossity would have been trying really hard this game, seeing as it's me. So, you know, there was a lot at stake. I was nervous as well, obviously holding the flag. I didn't want to lose it. So, you know, there was quite a lot of sort of intenseness at the back of the base, and you know, like generally watching my POV for those 5 minutes was just the most boring thing ever, so that's why I had to switch to Serenity's Junior. So here we go, guys, on board with Serenity's Junior right here, Phoxniix with a camo. Let's see how he plays this one, guys. A really nice play from Phoxniix actually, and did actually, you know, guarantee us the first cap, so I hope you guys enjoy this. So really nice idea to assassinate. I think that's, is it casual question? I can't see on the screen there, but nice play to assassinate that player. Really good bit of play there. Personally, for me, if I had camo, I know it's juicy to go for the assassinations for commendation purposes, but I would actually just backsmack the person, because the assassination can sort of link you in, lock you there. So I mean, he would have been stuck with him. If another player had seen him, he would have just been dead and wouldn't have been able to keep using the camo. And we really need this camo to actually, you know, sort out this flag guy. But that's a brilliant play from Serenity's Junior there. As you see, the SMG beat down the flag guy, and he's going to return that flag. Now that is an excellent play from Phoxniix, man. Great job. Switching back to Serenity's here is switching back to myself as I'm about to put this in. But that was just exactly what we needed. Just one player to go in with camo, and you know, that's a flag cap. So that was a really nice play, guys. Really nice play to actually get that flag in, and you know, just brilliant play from Phoxniix to actually execute that, and it really paid off. Managing to get outshot by a casual question there, but it's not a big deal. You know, our spawn just looking to rectify that. As you can see, vehicles incoming, so definitely going to want to look and pay attention to the right side of our base. As you can see, guys, new weapons are coming out, the flag's away, and at this point where I'm having a BR duel with casual question, well, he's got the flag, and he actually does do some good shots there, so I'm going to have to back down in a nice, not bad strafe. So yeah, generally, guys, when that whole scenario was going on there, the flag, this was so quick for me on the screen, but as you can see in a moment, we have another cap there, and what had happened is one of my teammates, and I'll definitely you know, give the credit to whoever that was, I'm not going to switch back to point of views, but it was a really great play by my teammate. Whoever got that flag and, you know, just ran the other one out whilst, you know, things were sort of happening at our own base, was just a great counter pull. I didn't even see the guy get inside our base and with that flag, so that was just a great bit of play. I'm going to definitely have to watch that back in theatre after to see who that was. But that was just an awesome bit of play, you know, 2-0 up from being what was a really hard time, getting into like 2 flags up in the, you know, quick succession. It's just a really nice play from Team Serenity's and friends. So, you know, really nice bit of play. And generally, like at this point, I just felt like, yeah, okay, I got the first flag cap. I haven't really done much else now, so I'm definitely going to have to, you know, help out my team here. We do know that they have a camo because someone saw it and they said that he's in the vicinity, but I didn't know exactly where. So at this point, I was just staying at home because just whilst this guy had camo, I wanted that to wear off before I sort of moved out of the base. You know, if they get a slide pull, they, you know, could still come back in this. So I just had to make sure that, you know, like no camos were going in, you know, sort of unaware. A little bit, you know, some good shots that I put outside. A little bit bad awareness by me to notice those guys. I did sort of, you know, watching this gameplay back, I did sort of see them on my radar before I zoomed in. So I think I could have been a little bit more alert there. So that's a little bit poor awareness from your Serenity's Manjaro. I'm not sure what I was doing there. So that was a bit weird. Looking to push up now, guys, on their satellite. Satellites are really important to control in this standoff remake, and yeah, I forgot to mention this actually a remake of the Halo 3 BTB map standoff, or Team Slayer map standoff. So, you know, there's all that sort of going on. So, you know, satellites are really important to control in the H5 variant actually, because they're quite a big power position on the map with which you can put shots and angles. So yeah, they're actually very important in this remake of it. So definitely want to sort of nail that down. And I think it's in Slayer. I don't think it's Flag because it's static spawning, but in Slayer, like most of the time when you start on this map as well, like one player will spawn behind you generally at your base. So it's kind of a weird map to play for Slayer. Strongholds is really annoying to play on. It's just like a desperation fest. I think it plays quite nice in CTF. I quite enjoyed this match, and it's definitely one of the better gameplays. Voice break. It's definitely one of the better gameplays I had whilst playing on my champion and grinding it out. And I think this match actually got me down to like 94 champion. I think the highest that like my immediate friends had, I think Jamie was quite high, but Sun had like level 50 ranking or something, so it was quite low. I did actually manage to stay a champion before. I think the ranks have reset now. I did actually manage to keep my champion for obviously resetting, so when it ended I was still a champion. I think I ended about champion 131 because I didn't get to play all the time, playing Warzone and other things, so I weren't able to sort of play regular BTB just because it takes ages to get a match when you're champion as well, and that's another thing about this game. Really nice bit of shots there on that casual question. At this point, guys, we're going to push for our final flags. That's the final thing I have to do in this game. Haven't really been able to get out there much for these kills, so I'll just go for more of the objective work in this game, trying to help my team to do that. A nice play from Sun to try and help me out with Lambossity there. He's a slivery creature is our Lambossity, so I'm going to have to take my time with him. But managed to get a call out from Sun that he's got rockets here, and here comes the first meeting of Lambossity and Serenities, and there's Serenities with a little body smash there, but nothing personal. Right here, this was a bit of a mistake. I should have really looked at my screen there. I think I still had a rocket available, and if that's the case, I should have used it in that situation. And generally, I think a better play there, would have actually been to stay alive at their base rather than go for that pool, because I wasn't going to go very far. I think I was just trying to create distractions. I think my teammates said they had a bit of problems at home or something. As you can see, our flag is away. So I think that I was just trying to help out with that, and trying to sort of make my teammates calm again. Getting some really nice shots on Lambossity off spawn, managed to do some nice Serenities nades to take him out, and then get myself the double on the guy on the satellite. Satellites, obviously, as I said before, guys, really important person to look at in CTF or Slayer as well on this map. They're going to cause a few problems if they're up there, so definitely want to try and take that guy out. You definitely want to control those satellites when you play this map as well, because the angles you can get from them are insane. Again, nice attempt at pull-in. This actually is the final call of the match, guys, so I hope you enjoy it. Nice plays to actually get that flag out. Obviously, keep pull-in makes the other team panic. They're down by 2-0 anyway, so they're already panicking at this stage. But great play by my teammates. I said to them at this point, don't desperate that flag, don't force it. But I think that's Gamble actually that pulls out the flag, and just brilliant play from him. So at this point, all I have to do, guys, is just score my carrier and just send him home for the 3-0 against Lambossity and his team in the champion division for BTB. So that was a really nice win for me. Definitely one of the more memorable ones I played. Some nice BR and nice shots as I put down here, and as you can see, Lambossity had the camo at the end there, but it's too late. That is a 3-0 for Serenities and team against Lambossity. So guys, I really hope you enjoyed this gameplay. This is my first BTB champion game, and there will be much more. See you guys, this is Serenities. I'll see you next time.